What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are Wednesday evening, and that means GT Pro Series action here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And today we are at Kyoto Miyabi Driving Park for the Mr. Miyabi 100 here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. As always, we've got Monkey in here. GR4s this evening. Thanks for you being in here. And what do you see in this GR4 race with some pretty quick lap times?
Yeah, pretty excited about this race, Stu. We're first time in the GR4s this season, so looking forward to see how our GR3 drivers do in their other cars and how some of the cars have been dominant in the Group 3 or GR3 series, how they perform here. We got the Renaults, BMWs, the Lambos, Ferraris, Nissans, all of those out there. So we had some dominant brands in Group 3, and maybe they're dominant again in Group 4. And looking to see, like I said, it's short track, but they're really fast lap times. Looking to see how tires hold up. I know this track chews up some tires, so we should have some interesting strategies and some exciting racing.
Yeah, you definitely ain't lying about that. I mean, we're going to get into it right here. One second, get this shared over to our Discord and see if anybody hops in here before we get going. And, but yeah, you're right there, right on. Oh, yeah, I see you. I got you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I was getting there.
I was behind the ball. But, yeah. So, Mikey got me taken care of. Looks like we got T-Dub starting on the pole. West Higgins, ORV pole sitter here for the Mr. Miyabi 100, followed by ECM Fab, or El Salvadorian. And then Monkey coming in here in third in his Renault. And then that will be your top three starting off. But without further ado, we will get this one going here. But Monkey's followed by Bird there in the Mustang, Black Talon, rounding up the top five with Snowman, Rick Slick, Zep, Cork, Dak Fu, O-Town, and Flash Gordo. 12 guys here in the Pro Series for this race.
Yeah, good sized field today for a tiny track.
Pretty good start up here ahead. You see T-Dub's trying to hang on up there. I apologize. I don't know exactly what everyone's in the Pro Series. I don't see them every race day like.
Sure. So T-Dubs is in the Nissan. Looks like there's any livery this week, so it's your driver choice. T-Dub went with the shiny primer.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Fab getting into the back from a little bit, but that's going to happen. Very little braking at this track. Turn one, you just kind of roll into it. No braking through the chicane or bus stop section, and some braking as you get to, I guess that's turn 4 at the end, and that's about it. So what is that? What is that? One braking zone? And T-Dubs is heading into it right now.
Yeah, this is your one real big braking zone right here, and I guess you might opt for a little bit of brake through here with the tires wearing if you, I guess, get off the line, but yeah, not a whole lot of places you're going to really have to touch the brake here. As for Fabricio, I think is his name. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But is that who Fab is?
It is.
Okay, cool. So.
Yeah, their names are very similar, Fab and Zep. I know their race names aren't, but yeah, they're close.
They're real
actually, in El Salvador, they're probably completely different names. Yeah. But to me, they're very similar.
It's like Ashton and Jonathan down there, you know?
Yeah.
To us, it might as well be John and James.
Yes.
Which I actually know a pair of twins named John and James. Shout out to those guys. Actually.
Thanks. The guys from El Salvador have been joining their practice lobby, starting to get to know them a little better. Good guys, funny guys.
All right, so far, so good here for Fab. Up front, got himself a purple lap here on lap 4. Hit the fastest lap just the last lap, so he's on another heater right here. Now, this part of the racetrack is where you're going to see some penalties. I'm sure some guys could get off one way or the other. Right there, Fab gets hit with the half-second penalty. I thought, I saw him get off to the left side a little too far. And you can't be doing that stuff when you're racing someone like T-Dubs. As you can see, that half-second is going to be a killer when he gets back around. It's sort of in the worst part of the racetrack to serve it as well.
It really is. This is one of the tracks where if you happen to get a penalty while you're on a lap where you need to pit, you get to serve it coming out of the pit. So that's a kind of a bonus if you happen to get one while you're on your way to pit road. So where's that?
Oh yeah.
Everybody's got a different tire strategy going here. You are still required to run all 3 tire types. The soft tires last 5 or 6 laps tops, and maybe 2 of those laps you're going to set good times, and then the medium tires, it depends, anywhere between 12 and 15 laps, maybe 11 and 15 laps. I think we're going to see people running hard tires for the majority of this race once they get through the type. So Fab right now is on mediums, which is why I brought that up. So he's got a little better tire out there. T-Dubs is behind him, starting on the hard tires.
Went with the softs to start this race. Can't say that's a terrible move, especially the hard tires. They'll last a while. Speaking of that, T-Dubs is on the hard tire, as you was just mentioning. And so it's sort of medium versus hard here up front. Got Bird and Snowman pretty close there. Talon's starting to move up the track now, all on hard tires. And Zepp right there as well. He's on the mediums, along with his amigo, right? They're not brothers. We thought they were brothers, but they're just friends, right?
That is correct.
So there you go.
Yes. So I'll tell you why Monkey went on softs to start that race. If you look where he is now, he's in last place. Seems pretty crazy, right? But now he's out on medium tires and running laps without any cars around him.
That's true. Cork went in on the mediums. His tire was completely worn down, almost as bad as Monkey on the soft tire. So just one more lap on that medium, and Cork had somehow found a way to tear the left front up. He comes back out on the soft tire. So I can only imagine he'll only get about 5 laps out of that. If the trend holds. Yeah.
Yeah, Cork, I did not see him practicing much this week for this race, so he might be a good one to watch for a highlight reel. Not even highlight reel. Broadcast reel.
Okay, so Fab's still hanging on to the lead for now. T-Dub's right there, very close. You can see Fab's got about a third of that left front left on this race medium tire. And you look back at T-Dubs, he's about a third through his left front, so he's going to have all kinds of laps to get through here. I could see maybe around 20 laps for that hard tire. That's what I was experiencing whenever I was out here. You could get that, but at some point it starts to become a handling issue with that left front tire, and that's what you're going to see throughout this race. These guys are going to start having trouble with these right-hand turns with that left front tire. That's what's going to burn the most here. A lot of right-hand turns here at Miyabi configuration, and I can only imagine Fab's only going to have about 2 to 3 more laps in that thing if he pushes it. And holding off T-Dubs, no, he'll go this time. And that's not a bad move. T-Dubs was closing. I feel like before he went down pit road, he could have gotten around him. So that was a good move there by Fab to pit now. That'll move T-Dubs up, Bird up, like Talon up to third, who just got around Snowman into turn number 1 here in his Mercedes. The Snowman there driving that GR4
Yoda
Supra.
Yeah. Pretty sharp paint scheme on there for being simple. It looks good. I like it.
Yeah, nice burnt orange look to it there.
Yeah, and a little 19 on the back.
Now, I like Bird's scheme here this evening here with the Mustang and the Valvoline. Nice combination here, American on American in Japan.
Yep, that is a sharp looking car. And Bird's been running pretty fast here too. If you see, he's not far off T-Dubs. We've been focusing on the two guys up front, but Bird is right in there. He started fourth, got right around Monkey pretty quick. Even before Monkey pitted, he was around him. And these guys put in a lot of laps this week, so they're out here hitting these laps as fast as they could, and it shows.
It was a good battle for third here. Talon and Snowman. I feel like Snowman might have missed that turn just a tad unless he backed it up to go through the middle like that. Didn't quite get there though. See what his exit looks like here for the front stretch. See if he can close any gap here. We'll have that little bit of a slipstream coming up the front stretch. This is your most all-out portion of the racetrack.
It is. It's getting that inside line is a huge advantage through there. Like 4/10, maybe maybe a full half a second. Not between Snowman and Talon, but between being on the bottom like that and being up in the second lane.
Talon flashing those lights, almost looking like a safety car out here. The Mercedes AMG safety car.
Yeah, I really don't know much about that car in the Group 4. I don't think I've ever driven it. Really don't know much about it in Group 3, except it's loud. Not offensively loud, but race car loud.
Certainly been focusing up the front here. We've had some tight racing, something, that we're becoming accustomed to up front in our Pro Series. But right now you can see T-Dubs, he's being run down by the Bird here in the hard tire as well. He has definitely worn that left front tire a lot more than T-Dubs had. Like I said, I think T-Dubs is still going to get, he could get to lap 20. He'll probably opt for about lap 18, I would imagine. Bird will keep it on the track and chase after this lead here. I don't think his tire has the potential that T-Dubs has. He probably thinks they're about on the same course here, but that's not going to be the case. He'll probably have to go repair that tire this time by. Talon back here in third. He is a little bit off of our front two right now, but he is also on that hard tire. He was battling hard with Snowman, who went down pit road just a minute ago. So what kind of strategy did he take? He came back out on the hards.
Who was that?
Snowman? Yeah. Zepp must have also pitted. He opted for some hard tires. I have heard some guys did not have to take fuel for this entire event. That was not the case in all the cars, though. So we'll see. Court has also pitted again. He had came out in the soft tires earlier. Now he's back out here on the hards, sitting in 12th place. O-Town goes down this time. He was on the medium, had about a third left on that left front. So we'll see what he opts to do whenever he comes back out. Zepp, Snowman have pitted. Flash has maybe not pitted here. A lot of wear there on that racing hard. He could have pitted, took hards. That's a lot of wear there for him to have already pitted in a hard tire. Now Monkey, we did see him pit from the softs to the mediums. He is up here in 7th place. See, he's got about a third of that medium tire left. The left front is what we're focusing on this evening. I'll just be primarily talking about that. But yeah, we've seen Bird. He went down pit road. Now he comes back out on the hard tire from 2nd place. Fab had pitted earlier from the lead. T-Dubs was closely behind. He took the hard tires back up to 4th. Rick, no pit yet, but sitting up here with a third left on that hard tire, looking pretty good. Black Talon, another guy, he's probably going to have to go down this time, unless we've seen him push those tires here, and he will do so. He runs them all the way to the red as T-Dubs goes down. That'll allow Talon to go around and take the lead a lap. T-Dubs down with just a slither left on that hard tires. Rick goes down as well. That's kind of surprising. Rick had a lot of hard tire remaining. I figured he would have remained out there on that. But enough for me. Monkey, what are you observing?
I'm observing nothing yet. I want to keep watching. There's a lot of different configurations out here with these cars. So we got the with the left front burning off. I'm wondering if the front engine cars. Oh, there goes Cork into the wall, but he saved it. What I was saying is that the front engine cars are going to be burning that tire off faster because they had the extra weight in the front of the car. And then with that in mind, I don't know what all the cars are, but I do know that Flash's Audi TT is front-wheel drive, so I'm wondering if that's even burning it off faster than the front-engine cars. That's kind of what I'm checking out. I see Flash is lap 19 on his hards and looking pretty good, so he's not proving my theory at all that it's going to burn off the tire faster. I don't know if anyone else is in a front-wheel drive car. Actually, I think Fab is four-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken. The Lamborghini Group 4 is four-wheel drive. So maybe the same kind of situation.
Accident right through here?
Was it Cork?
I'm not sure. It was around second place here.
Oh, Cork
we do have Cork around back here. So let me go back. Hold on. Let's go to West Higgins ORV replay here, because we could catch both of these instances. I think this was just a great pass by T-Dubs here. So let's watch this. He goes down out of these S's. We're going into this sharp hairpin S turn, maybe a small carousel, if you will. He dives it way down to the inside, gets loose, comes out there in front of Bird. So what a slide there by him. And now we look at Cork, if we can find him. Right here he is. Yeah, he comes out of that chicane, does a 360, keeps it, hits the right front on the wall there. There's several guys go down pit road now. First replay of the day brought to you by West Higgins ORV. Black Talon down and off pit road now on the hard tire once again. Monkey went down pit road. He will be off the mediums. He'll come back out and he will be on the hards. Now he has been through every required tire, and Flash Gordo will now come back out on the mediums. We've seen him go down on the hards. So now Monkey has hit every tire mark. And the other guys who have pitted, a few of them went from mediums to hards. A couple of them went from softs. Cork has actually met all those, I think, as well. But like for T-Dubs here, he's ran hards twice now. Fabricio went from mediums to hards. Bird, he went from hard to hards. Snowman, I think, also did that same thing. Zepp was on the mediums, went to hards. So a lot of different strategy out here. A couple of these guys have went through, the requirements of the race, but obviously still going to be some more pit stops here just to be able to keep up with the degradation of these tires around this short and quick right-handed course.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I was going to say something, and I just quickly forgot about it. Oh, so there could be an advantage to running hards and mediums now and saving the softs till the end, because this race will probably run until the dark, and you might get a little more time out of those soft tires once that track cools off. So that's another strategy to watch out for, as Fab has the lead right now, and definitely not a safe lead, but he's in the lead. And it's never safe with T-Dubs behind you. Bird's still hanging right in there. On the hard tire. So I see Fab's in the four-wheel drive. T-Dubs and Bird are in front engine. Snowman front engine. Talon front engine. Dak front engine. Rick front engine. Monkey mid engine. O-Town mid engine. So almost everybody's in a front engine rear wheel drive car. So Monkey and O-Town are the only mid engines. Oh, and Zepp. And Fab.
All right, so we got a battle right here for a 10th. Sorry, we're close up front as well. These guys are going at it back here. Flash on those mediums. Softs for Zepp. So he went down and got the softs just now. So this is actually quick style racing there. And you can see Flash went through that grass there. That's sort of a common theme coming out of those S's. Will not get penalized for that. And there's a lot of good cutting you can do on this chicane that brings you up to the front stretch as well, as Zepp wins that battle on those soft tires. Back to the front. T-Dub's closing the gap.
That's an easy battle to win on those soft tires. There's so much more grip. This track really isn't too hard to pass on either, especially when everybody gets on different pit cycles like this. You see T-Dubs going through turn one there. He's not going to make the pass up there, but if Fab's tires were worn, for instance, and Fab's going to be going slower, taking the high line through there, and T-Dubs will easily be able to get around him. So as these tires are worn out on the car in front of you, you are more than likely going to be able to drive right around him.
Yeah, and you can start to see T-Dubs. He's got the couple laps advantage, few laps advantage there on Fab with the tires, and about a third, maybe a little less than a third left on that hard tire for Fab right now, with a third maybe worn for T-Dubs. So this is going to be a big difference in where these guys are going to end up in terms of track position and their pit stops.
Yes. It's really hard to tell who's in what position except for the top three. That's been pretty consistent. Maybe Snowman and Talon, maybe the top five have been pretty consistent. In the back, everybody's been everywhere except Cork. Cork has got a solid grip on 12th.
Yeah,
Nobody's
Snowman,
challenging him for that position.
No, Snowman, they're going to have to serve a penalty right here, so we'll see if Talon can get there. He goes from about 114-ish, so it's a pretty good dip there, especially in these GR4s. Not the power of other, like the GR3s, or like we'll see in the future with the GR2s coming up later on.
Yeah, that's true. There's want to carry a lot of momentum, especially where Snowman's headed now. He moved over to going through the S's. You want to not now. Now he's on the brakes, but going through those S's, you want to carry all your speed through there. As like Stu said, there's not a lot of power here. You can't just ramp it back up like you can in the other cars. That's why you see these guys cutting through the chicane, the final chicane. Taking a lot of risk there. You get a lot of penalties, which we've seen.
Oh, we got one around back there somewhere. Might have been Cork again. I believe it was.
Oh, I would bet on it. Yeah, maybe Cork can say exactly what I was getting ready to say. If you go too far to the left, you could get a penalty. Too far to the right, you're spinning out, just like Cork did.
What's up, Bird? Thanks for joining the chat.
Hey, Bird.
I also like O-Town's thing here. He's got the Kyoto tool on the side. He's got the Ruthless on the back.
Yeah, O-Town's he's a fast racer too.
Cork almost got another.
Jeez.
Now Cork knows there was only 12 guys that started this race, so that means the Pro-Am will start or finish in 13th. So if he was to leave this race, he would finish behind around 7 Pro-Am guys as well. So that would probably put him around 21st or so on the race, and he does not need that. It's very, important that he stays out here and just endures whatever's happening with that race car.
Yeah, I bet our scorekeeper needs to adjust the points for that. He didn't think about the pro points being higher for the Pro-Am drivers. He better take care of that. So I was gonna say about O-Town is he's another good addition to the league. He's out here practicing, and he's fast, and he's doing good things in that 4C. That's
Snowman hard into the wall. Oh my goodness. West Higgins RV replay. I'm sorry. Hold on, we'll go back 20 seconds. This racing was insane, and it ended up with Snowman in the wall.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Oh, man. And he put the second on his head. That is tough. He needs to pit here. This would be big for Snowman to pit right here.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. That was huge.
Wonder what happened there.
I don't know. I think his tire was just gone. He was trying to push it there, and it just, through those S's, it's easy to get off to the left. Bird comes back out on the soft tire. So that's going to be his first stint there on those. Monkey is back out here on the hards. He has got to try to catch that Mustang, but on those soft tires, I don't know if he's going to have the chance at the American muscle. Now this battle here, third and fourth place, Fab and Dak. Fab on the softs, actually Dak on the worn hards. Not much of a battle at all, but a pass nonetheless.
Yeah, interesting to see Dak out here. He's in the BMW. It's in fourth, though. It's decent showing here so far. But he's about to go in and pit. Dak's about got all the life out of those hards he's getting. He's going around one more, though.
His teammate finished third, so let's see what that BMW has over here on the pro side.
You are way ahead of me. I got off sequence.
Alright, so I'm just keeping an eye on the Mustang here. He does have those soft tires on. So we should see something quick maybe out of him.
We should.
He did.
Oh, he ran at 39. Yeah, good. So 39 was a pretty common time in the practice. I don't think anybody hit that in qualifying. This is surprising. Oh wait, no, I think T-Dubs did. I think he might have been the only one. Oh yeah, Dak's struggling with that car.
Talon now second place. He's got Fab behind him in those softs. The Lamborghini versus the Mercedes. The Europe battle here for second.
Yeah, it's easy one for Fab there. Had every advantage on that with tire, and I don't know about car. I don't know anything about the AMG like I mentioned, but I know that Lambo is a good car in both categories.
Yes, that Lamborghini was mean in the Pro-Am race as well. Oh, we see Talon get off track there. Probably because of that worn hard tire. We see T-Dubs go down. Has a little bit left on that tire. A little bit more than he did last time, I do believe. But he goes down. He's going to take some more tires. No fuel. Not going to fill up at all. That's hard tires again for T-Dubs. And like you had mentioned earlier, Mikey, I think that he's saving those softer compounds for whenever it gets a little dark.
I think so. I think there's also a strategy here of not refueling for as long as possible, which might get you another lap or two out of your tires. So we're estimating about 85 to 87 laps here. So say if you get 15 out of your mediums and softs, that leaves, 70 laps or so. So is it 17 or 18 laps is what everybody wants to get out of hard tires. So I'm not sure where we're sitting with that. I think Cork's coming out on soft, so who knows? We can't tell where anybody is.
Thanks to anybody.
The only car. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you go
So
ahead.
the only car I know about is Monkey's car.
It's got a weird name. It's also from France.
Yeah, he went softs, mediums, hards, and so if he did 15 laps on the first two sets and then 20 on the third, he'd be at lap 35, and here he comes down pit road. So he's running 20 laps on the hards, approximately. So it's more than he needs. He could probably push that car a little harder.
We got Rick Slick. He just came off pit road as well. He's on the hard tires. He's driving the Nissan Silvia.
Is it?
Yeah, I think he is. The NASCAR-esque GR4.
Definitely looks like a NASCAR. You're right. Look at the grill of that one. Oh, T-Dubs is also in the Silvia. Anybody else in the Nissan? I don't think so.
Snowman half-second penalty earned there somewhere, probably through the front stretch. O-Town moves up to third. Black Talon and Fab going to fight off pit road. Fab goes to the hard tire. Bird goes around them both and takes over fourth position. He is on the hard tires now. We saw him come out in those mediums earlier, and he did run the fastest lap of the race to this point. Now Fab and Talon come off. Talon is on the medium, so this is going to be interesting, as Talon could have a chance at both of these positions here on this run. But both of those are fresh, hard tires ahead of them. Dak Fu back out here on the fresh, hard tire as well. 6th to 7th, a little bit of a gap there, about a sector, three-quarters of a sector maybe. Snowman down pit road now from the mediums. He'll probably change over to a hard compound, possibly. This will allow a lot of guys to get back around Snowman now that have pitted once again. So, like I said, a lot of pitting here, but fairly quick pit stops.
Snowman made a smart pit there. He had a 1-second penalty, and I thought he could have got another lap or two out of those mediums, maybe one. But pitting when you have that penalty is a good move, because you're getting that penalty when you're only going about 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he's been on the softs either, so he came back out on those to maybe try to catch up, maybe gain a little bit of time. Oh, we got somebody around. Zepp. I'm not sure who that was going around back there. I want to do a replay on that.
I think that was Zepp.
We'll get back 10 seconds here, see if we can catch something. Wasn't Snowman. I heard it through Snowman, though.
Zepp went through the grass, but he saved it.
Yeah, so okay. But, sorry, Zepp was getting ran up on there by T-Dubs. I saw him off into the distance right there. So that means T-Dubs has passed all the way up to now 10th, who is Flash. Zepp in danger.
Yeah, that Ferrari is my favorite Group 4 car of all. I really like that car a lot. I don't know how it is at this track. I did not try it. But on other tracks, I do love that car. So I think we're going to see Zepp. He's in 9th now. Not sure how he's going to do tonight on the small track, but I think we're going to see some success out of that Ferrari. At the other Group 4 tracks, there's 3 more Group 4 races after this one.
Yeah, so definitely going to be interesting. Because, you know, that seems like the Lamborghini doing pretty well overall, you know, just throughout both series at this track. The Ferrari does have that high-speed potential, so it could be a big difference maker somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a good Group 3 car, too. It's just a little unstable. The 4 doesn't have that problem. The Zepp seems to do well in it. Ah, Cork.
Oh, he just went invisible as Snowman went through him. Oh, my goodness. I told you, Cork's must-see TV, and I'm not sure what's going on with him back there. He has had to fight that race car. I think I saw Rick going through the grass there for a second. Cork going to go back down pit road. Going to make another wedge adjustment or something. O-Town coming back out. Hard tire.
Yeah, I'm actually watching Cork on pit road. They just threw in a pair of fresh underwear for him.
No way.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened in there, but it looks like he needed an underwear change.
Damn, T-Dub's around 8th now.
We are just getting to the midway point, too.
That's right, just about halfway. Should hit halfway right on this lap. 10 seconds till.
It's really hard to tell where anyone is. I'm going to say that T-Dubs, Fab, and Bird are going in order. T-Dubs, Bird, and Fab are probably closer than they appear. They're our top 3 right now. But with the different tire strategies, I don't know.
Packer race cars here, 11th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got a car coming off pit road to join the battle. It's Zepp in 11th. So that moves Rick up to 10th. And that kind of gets a battle between 4th and 11th going here. Not sure what tire.
That's crazy.
Not sure what tire Zepp came out on. But he made a move there through turn 1. Ooh, things are dicey through here. I mean, we got lap cars with on-lead lap cars here. And, you know, everybody's fighting for position here. I mean, 9th and 10th and 11th are right here, probably fighting for what they're after. And 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is fighting for what they're after. So it's just part of the game, part of this race. That's just how it happens sometimes.
Definitely part of the game. And I'll tell you, Zepp came out no matter what tire he came out on, they were cold, but he came out on cold hard tires, so he came out on the worst of the racing tires at that moment, and it takes a little over 2 laps to heat those things up. And that was the kind of situation that Monkey did not want to be in, which is why he ran the softs first and got off that pit cycle. He could hopefully run around the track for as long as possible, all by himself. The loner monkey.
Oh, Cork, I swear, man. He was down there on pit road doing something. I don't know.
Why is he pitting again? Well, he burned up half his soft.
Softs. Yeah. He went in on softs last time, and that was just not that long ago. Unless he somehow didn't take tire. This battle for second, though, was overtaken. I actually want to hit the West Higgins ORV replay, 10 seconds. Got Bird and Fab here. Fab was able just to take him on the inside through turn number 1. Sort of the European slide job there, if you will.
Yeah, Bird's tires are hurting a little bit. Bird's also a smart driver. He knows that it doesn't pay off in the end to fight those fights. If you've got if the guy behind you is coming, you end up just slowing each other down. So Bird's thinking big picture here, playing the long game, I guess. What's it called? I don't know.
Playing chess.
Long ball, short ball, long game.
Playing the long game.
Yeah. So now he's running the laps as fast as he can possibly run them right now, keeping himself ahead of Talon. A lot of times you get into a battle like that and you invite 4th place to come in and battle with you.
That's right, but Talon's been just hindered by these 9th and 10th place drivers. They're fighting for each other, against each other rather, and 4th place is just trying to get up there to 2nd and 3rd. But I mean, through this straight stretch, he's probably appreciating that little bit of a slipstream that he's getting. He is on the medium tire and it is starting to wear.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He's not far off Bird and Fab. He's right there. He probably does want to get around those guys. Actually, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. So we had mentioned Fab, earlier with how he was wearing his tires, and T-Dubs with how much better his was doing. T-Dubs about half a track lead at the moment.
Somebody's around. I would bet it's Cork. Cork back down pit road.
Yeah, I would bet it was Cork.
Yeah.
Lucky Cork, there's a lot of good racing this evening.
Yeah. And some drivers might have retired, but with that new rule, you lose about 10 positions. It's a lot of points, and battling for that top 8 spots to get your spot locked into the pro lobby. Without being in the top 8, you have to qualify to get into this race.
Bird here, surprisingly, he closed the gap back up.
He did.
Through turn number 1, you can see this is a very heavy right-hand turn. Just doesn't have that grip back there in the Mustang, and you can see that Lamborghini able to just sort of pull the gap through there. He's going to have another tough section right here. Almost gets it into the grass back there in the Mustang. But very good moves here by Bird with keeping that worn tire. Very relevant there with Fab. It's got about another 1/3 on Bird, or more actually.
It's kind of a weird situation with Bird and his Fords. When he's in the Group 3s in a mid-engine car, which is a great car, and when you get into the Group 4s, he's in a front-engine car, which is fine, but it's a completely different driving car. No, not completely different. It's a different driving car. So it's not too many manufacturers are like that.
Yeah, definitely with tire wear or handling, it all kind of different between front, mid, and rear sitting engines.
Yeah. Yep. The front engine cars, I think, handle better. all the way around. The mid-engines are better traction, and you can get into the gas a little sooner coming out of turns.
Thanks everybody tuning in. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it very much. Comment. What do you think about this GR4 race at Kyoto Miyabi for the Mr. Miyabi 100? As T-Dubs, our leader, was up by half a lap, comes in pit road this time. He's been pitting with about this much tire every time, give or take a little line or two. But we'll see what he comes back out in. I imagine Hard Tires has took no fuel and does the same. Fab is actually going to get around him this time, catch that half a lap. But you can see this is the difference. Half worn tire for Fab, full fresh tires for T-Dubs, and the gap is under half a second. So it's only just a matter of time before this fresher tire prevails. But Bird went down pit road. He'll grab medium tires. Dak went down pit road as well. Wore the hards all the way down to the rim nearly.
What else Dak did was burned a ton of fuel.
Yeah, he took some right there.
Yeah, he came in with 27 liters of fuel. Bird came in with 45. So Dak's BMW is burning up a lot of fuel.
BMW is tough on the fuel.
That's true, you would know. So Monkey has taken no fuel, and he's just under half a tank.
And
Dak has taken fuel, and is just about the same place. And at third, yeah, good. And just about to pit too.
Yeah, that hard tire is starting to wear, but we are starting to get cool out here as the track has no more sun on it. So T-Dubs may be trending towards softer compounds. I guess we got some sun here in the one through the front stretch, but slowly but surely, and don't call it surely, it will get dark.
Yeah, it's true. My memory is really failing me tonight. I was going to say something and forgot. Oh, the wind. The wind also, you wouldn't think it, but the wind seems to play a big part at this track. There are certain tracks where you just notice you can't do some things that you were doing the day before, and it's because the wind is in a little different direction. And at that time, the wind was coming from the west, blowing east. So now we have a wind which I'm going to say is blowing south. So maybe they're not having any problems with that during this race. So Fab doing a good job on those worn tires.
Now, I don't know if the arrow is relevant to how the track is laid out on the map up top, but it seems like this wind would possibly help down the front stretch. T-Dubs takes the lead.
Yeah, this track is deceptive. You're looking at it from this viewpoint, you can see that there's some hills out here. When I was racing it felt like the whole thing was flat. It's actually quite hilly.
Yeah, this looks like home to me.
Yeah, I did not notice that when I was driving it. It just felt like a flat track. I knew there was a downhill where T-Dubs is now. It was very slight, but it's not. And this is an uphill. It's interesting. I bet if you knew those things while you were racing, you'd do better.
Maybe. Oh,
Maybe,
half
yeah.
second to T-Dubs.
That's going to happen. It would be really difficult to run this whole race without a penalty. I haven't seen him with one yet. I'm sorry, did Fab pit?
Yes,
I
he
didn't pay
did.
attention? Okay.
He just came back out. He's on his first flyer, I think.
Look who's knocking on his door.
I know,
Big
merged
Bird.
right here with the Mustang.
And adequate. Oh, and he's on the mediums.
Yes, he did. He came back out on the mediums when he pit. So we might
Maybe
not
he was
get as
waiting.
long as run at Fab here from the Mustang, but I feel like it's going to be a quick one. And I feel like he could possibly get around him here if he could just catch a little bit of slipstream here.
It's possible. He only has a couple of laps to do it before those mediums are worn to where he doesn't have an advantage. He does have a 40.1 on the medium, so he is putting down a good time.
Cooling track as well, so.
Yeah, Bird might have waited for that, for the sun to set, and did his medium switch. Or it was a coincidence, who knows.
Snowman down pit road on the hards, sort of what we're seeing from Tito's. With how much tire was left, but comes back out there on the hard tires. Oh, now T-Dubs has passed Talon, who is in 7th, so that means T-Dubs is all the way, almost halfway through the field. Now Dak finds himself battling with some of these other guys. Good mix throughout the field of where everyone is. Monkey back to 5th after his pit stop and grabbing hard tires. O-Town up to 4th, halfway worn on his hard tire there, so good spot for him right now. Won't have to take any fuel either. It's looking like we only got about 18 minutes, a little under 18 minutes left here at Kyoto.
Yeah, we're to the point now where the drivers are starting to think there's 20 minutes left. How long can I make these tires last? So Monkey came out on a fresh set of hards. You know, if he can run, I mean, he can easily run 10 minutes, but how long would he have to go to switch to mediums? How long would he have to go to switch and finish on softs, right? That's the kind of thing a lot of these drivers are going to be thinking about, especially T-Dubs, who, as far as I know, still needs to run mediums and softs. I don't know which ones he's run already.
So actually, right here, we got 6th, 11th, 7th, and 1st. Kind of all close together here, and it is tight, actually. 11th, 7th, and 1st all together there. I think 11th sort of got out of the way.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Flash to this race. Sorry about that, Flash. Just haven't been where the action is. That's a good thing, though. It means you haven't been wrecking.
That's true. Got a nice Red Bull skin going on as well.
He does. It's a sharp car.
Got the Ruthless.
I was
appreciate that.
Watched an old race video from about a year ago, one of the Toyota Gazoo series races, and I was out there. I think I was starting 3rd, and Flash Gordo, didn't know him at the time, was starting 4th right behind me, and I'm pretty sure that was our finishing positions as well, 3rd and 4th at Le Mans. So it was really interesting to see that he was out there way back then. We were racing together.
More, you know.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was like, just looking at the car behind me. It was Flash Gordo.
Alright, so we look at T-Dubs. He's there, another half-second penalty on the hard tire, and he is not quite half a lap ahead of Fab as he was earlier.
So Bird has used up. Yeah, he has used up that medium. So 15 minutes to go. Curious to see what he comes out on. I'll keep an eye on it. He is coming out on medium, so Bird... Nope, sorry, my mistake. He came out on hard, so Bird's looking like 15-minute run on hards. That's probably about right. I might have jumped the gun a little bit earlier because they're 40-second laps, so that's probably... he might even be a little early on that.
Yeah, that's going to be about 20 laps, I'm thinking, unless he goes a lap down, 21 laps possibly. I think we're going to be about 85, 86 out of this race.
Yeah, yep. So maybe he's going to plan on doing 14 or 15 and switching to softs to finish up. The Cork is still going. T-Dubs is about to put another lap on him. Good to see Cork out here finishing though. His car is beat up. Everybody else's car looks pretty good. Even Snowman's car looks pretty good, and we saw Snowman get into the fence once. Oh, off into the grass. But that, when you're coming around, you're heading on your way to that sharp U-turn towards the end of the track. The grass, sometimes that is part of your lap. It just works out that way. And as long as you keep it together, nobody minds. And the Monkey has moved his way up to 4th.
We'll have O-Town pit coming up as well, so that'll move Monkey up to 3rd. Now, he's going to have another pit, but I think it's going to be a softer compound look, especially with where you would have to go in at this point.
That could be. He's not running good lap times right now. Actually, he's running mostly 40. He's got a couple 41s mixed in there, so he has still been running by himself. So I don't know, 41s are not desirable lap times.
Got a battle for 9th position, Rick and Zepp here, and they're both dead even on tire wear, but Zepp here with a little less fuel in the tank, but quite a bit less fuel.
If it were me driving, I would say Zepp's in the better car. But
he's looking to make a move right here through the S's. Oh, this is a tight place to do it. Rick not going to let out of that throttle. He's going to make him earn it, and he gets there. Another European slide job. But Rick right back down to the inside, making it rough here through this last turn. Right on the bumper of that Ferrari is the Nissan.
T-Dub's down pit road.
Alright, see if he goes down to something soft. Flash on pit road as well. Let's see, I thought I saw a battle here. Yep, 6th and 7th. Dak going to have another pit. He's worn out a hard tire, and there's about half worn tire there for Black Talon. Looks like another pit stop for him possibly, but we've seen him really push tires out here. O-Town went down pit road, going to lose a lot of spots. Drops all the way back to 8th position. Has a good lead over 9th though. Fab down pit road after he took the lead and is jumped by T-Dubs. I don't know why Fab would have went down pit road there. I'm sure the hard tires were probably starting to not stick as well as the track cools down, but he could have stretched out. You know, anything could have happened to T-Dubs maybe. I don't know how close they were when T-Dubs came out, but anything could have happened. I think I would have chose to push it a little bit, but nonetheless that moves Monkey up to 2nd, but the hard tire is starting to wane there as well. So Fabricio comes out with the fresh hard tire. So I don't know. He went in for more hard tire. He only had about half worn. I don't know if I'd have done that.
It's hard to say. I was running about the same times on mediums as I was on hards if I was running good laps. That's obviously not the case that you see on the timer, but did Fab get fuel? No, he did not. He was right on the bubble. Oh, yep, so Monkeys. Yeah, last stop.
That will allow a lot of guys to go around, actually, more than I had predicted. Dak went down as well. Monkey comes back out on the hards again.
Monkey is still not taking any fuel the whole race, and Dak was still 10 liters behind after taking fuel.
That's right. He's going to need looking about like 15, 16 laps to finish this race. I don't even know if it has that in it. I don't think it does. It might. Rick down pit road.
Yeah, I really don't even know how much fuel they're using per lap. But it's obviously more than a liter per lap, but not much more. So you would say, however many laps are left, you need that many liters left in the tank. At least. Dak's probably okay. I'm gonna find out.
Monkey's caught himself back here in this back of the top 10 battle.
Yeah.
Himself between the 9 and 10 cars.
Yeah, not a good place to be, because those guys rightfully battling for 9th and 10th place. They're not just going to let them go by, and they shouldn't. Right?
No,
They
we
got their
saw
own
that
battle
earlier.
going on. Yeah. Yep, they have no expectations to let anybody by when they're battling for position themselves. So here we are sitting looking at the leaders. We're right back where we've been. T-Dubs, Fab, Bird, Talon, O-Town in 5th, Monkey in 6th. It's really hard to say, but I would say our top 3. Oh, Bird. He's going to have to pit again, isn't he?
I don't know.
And T-Dubs. A spoiler alert in the chat, but it looks like he's still got to run softs. Where is he on the track? Yeah, and based on where they're sitting, I would say that's probably accurate. Fab's about half a lap back there. Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's
Fab's
definitely
on.
going to be close. He is looking to run to the end here, I think, with that pit stop. He had a lot of hard tire lift to come back out on him. He has to want to finish from that pit stop. And yeah, T-Dub's just now on the mediums. He ran hard the whole race, and we figured he'd wait till it got dark to check out the softer compounds, and that's where we're at. He's about halfway there on that medium. He pitted at lap 68, it looks like, or so. So he'll get to lap 10 on these. So I think he'll probably about 15 laps maybe is what we'll see out of T-Dubs on that medium in total. So that would probably put in about 5 more laps until he goes in for the softs. And that'll try to be like a 5-lap stint till the end on that soft tire. And he probably will need it, because looking at this gap between him and Fab, if everything goes smooth for this Lamborghini in second, it could be close, but it would be soft tire versus a worn hard tire. So that's sort of the advantage to T-Dubs. He's got to have a clean, go at the rest of this run. Bird in third. He's got about half left on his tire. He's got about 10 laps to go, though. This is going to be interesting. O-Town's on the softs. He's going to have to pit again. Monkey will not have to pit again. Possibly looking ahead for Monkey, top 3, maybe. Bird's up there a little bit. Monkey could try to close this gap about half, not quite half a track, but pretty close there for Bird in third place.
Yeah, I just saw Talon pitted 1 or 2 laps ago, and he was about the same fuel situation as Dak. Talon took a splash of fuel, 3 liters, and he's out. And Dak is his fuel warning light is on, and he's got about 9 laps to go.
Yeah, if I'm Dak, I push this as far as possible, and I go down and get softs, and hopefully they'll hold on. I think you can get about 6 laps out of those softs, especially now that it's a little cooler out. So that could be the move for Dak, but he's definitely going to lose to Talon, who will not have to go back in. Snowman. Now that would be a close battle, possibly, just depending. I'm not quite sure. 9th place, I think he's got a good lead over 9th, so he might settle back into 8th place. We're getting down to it, though. Only about 5 minutes remaining right now.
Yeah, we're getting close, and T-Dub is knocking on the door, lap in 5th place. But like you said, T-Dub is going to have to come in. Oh, right now, I bet. Oh, you're a little ahead of me again. Why did that happen?
I don't know.
PlayStation clock is way off. Does not keep good time. So that saves Monkey from going a lap down.
Now we've got a race to the end. Look at this. Fabricio takes the lead, and he has a little bit of a lead here, actually. So he just needs to keep it smooth. See what can happen.
T-Dub's full attack mode on those soft tires.
100%. Cork hit.
Nothing in the fuel tank. I mean, he's got something in the fuel tank, but not much, so that's going to be as fast as possible. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Sorry, Cork. I don't even know if he's going to have the fuel to make it there, Fab. But Cork has hit the fastest lap of the race so far. So we'll see what T-Dubs can do. He's got a low tank and some fresh, soft tires. Had to be this lap. Bird back down pit road. Uh-oh, will this be something for Monkey? Can Monkey get back up through here and get in contact with Bird for third place?
Could be.
Got some good battles brewing up here for our last 3.5 minutes of action. Monkey did take over third. Ooh,
he did.
About the same gap as T-Dubs and Fab had whenever they came out. But here we start to see 10th place Rick Slick right here. These guys just on the racetrack, in the middle of everybody else's battles. It's just kind of crazy that we see positioning battles from different, positions in the field, so spaced far apart. But we got like third and fourth here battling with 9th and 10th.
This T-Dubs and Fab battle is heating up, as you can see.
T-Dubs ran the fastest lap, 39.411. He's going to look to hit another one right here. Oh, didn't quite get it. Had the draft, too. They're going to be real close on fuel, these guys up front here.
They are.
Fab is going to be very defensive. He's got to be looking towards this inside line there. He allows the nose of T-Dubs to get there, but not able to do it. Crossover maneuver here for T-Dubs. He's able to get it done. Somehow went up too far.
And how can he hold them off? Another lap. We're close to the end. Another lap. Those soft tires are going to be about balanced out with the hards, maybe. I don't know. T-Dubs is ripping it around here. Well, there's a 41, but that was with a pass, so we can't count that one. Oh, Fab's hards are pretty worn out. Neither one of them have. Look at the fuel.
What happened to Monkey? He got passed by Bird already.
Bird's on
came out with
softs.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't defend against those.
All right, good run out of the Mustang here.
Yeah. Yep, some different people up front. Well, actually the same. T-Dubs and Fab. Been running good all season. Bird, big strong finish. Well, so far. Don't want to curse anybody with the broadcaster curse. Good finish there. Bird or Monkey 4th, Talon 5th, Snowman in 6th. So how are we looking up front? T-Dubs he's got to run. Can't make any mistakes though, and we have not seen too many. Cork's made enough mistakes for everybody, and that's been about it. Even Snowman getting into the wall, I think he held on to it pretty well. Cork's.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it's one to go, presented by Skew Car. And that soft tire is actually pretty worn there for T-Dubs. I think it's going to survive. Fab is in that mistake range, as we like to say.
Yeah, it really doesn't take much, but Fab's position with those tires being that worn, could he take advantage of it?
It's going to be dead through this turn for T-Dubs here. But man, this is going to be one of his closest victories in a long time. As that tire has nothing left, hopefully it'll hold up out of the chicane. And it will. And it'll be a victorious run for Kyoto for T-Dubs, followed by Fab very closely. But Bird and the Mustang, gets off through the grass as he comes up to our last few turns. Some other guys have also finished. Monkey already finishing there in 4th. Black Talon 5th. Snowman in 6th. Dak Cruz 7th. Thought he maybe would settle down in 8th, but gets 7th. Bird going to come home in 3rd. O-Town comes home in 8th. Zepp 9th. Rick Slick 10th. Flash Gordero 11th. And Cork in 12th. Fast lap went to T-Dubs. Win goes to T-Dubs. Pole goes to T-Dubs. Clean sweep here in Japan for him. GR4s brought some pretty exciting action. I mean, we had everybody close together all over the place, even though if it was 11th and 12th battling alongside second and third or whatever, it was absolutely insane out there with the 40 second to 43-second lap times and everybody battling for every inch of this racetrack. It's kind of, what did you see out of this with us moving to a different race car, and then what we got coming up next week?
I saw some people out there that looked pretty good. We had some good finishes in the Group 4 car, and like Bird, Monkey, T-Dubs, and Fab are they do good every week in any car. And then I already forgot who was fifth. Was it Talon? Oh, actually, I can look. Yeah, Talon in fifth. He's also regular up there, but the Group 4s, everything switched around a little bit. Some cars used a ton of fuel. Some guys out there didn't have to get fuel at all, so it was a good change, and it's just a exciting race. I like to see these cars out here, and the other option, which they did last season, was out here racing the Mazda Roadsters, which is a popular race car. But I think these Group 4s put on a little better show, and not everybody in the same car, so you get a chance to maybe have a little bit of a dominant race car in this series than you would in the Group 3 series. So it's good to see him out here. And speaking from personal experience, I'm looking forward to that Renault at some other tracks.
Yeah, most definitely. So looking ahead to next week, what's on the table for that?
Next week, we're staying in Japan. We finished up we just started our tour in Japan. It's a 2-week tour. We're going to Fuji in the Group 3s, and it is looking like it's going to rain. Of course, we saw that rain was in the forecast for Red Bull, and it did not happen, but the forecast is showing rain again, and so everyone should be prepared for that. The weather forecast will be available shortly, but we're looking like rain for Fuji. And so it should be another good one. That track is fast. It's going to be high speed down the front stretch, a lot of tight cornering, a lot of high speed cornering, a lot of low speed cornering. So there's a little bit of everything there. Should be a good one. And with the rain, it just makes it difficult. So it's going to be a fun race to drive and to watch and broadcast afterwards.
Yep. Well, as always, thank you, Mikey. It was a great race.
Yes, great. Thank you, Stu. Appreciate you in the booth.
Yes, sir. As always, thanks to everybody who watched. Hit that like button. Appreciate all the comments. It's always good to see everybody get on and rewind what happened. But yeah, without further ado, rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.